Hello, students. My name is Sonia Malik. I'm your coding teacher and mentor. So, in this video, you will be seeing conditional statements and loops, right? Okay, this is the part one, and I have covered if statement, if else statement, if else if else statements in this video. Thank you. Hello, students. In this video, we will be discussing about conditional statements conditional statements and loops, right? What we will be discussing, conditional statements and loops. Okay, so first condition that we will be discussing is if condition. If condition, it is also known as incomplete condition. Incomplete condition, it is also known as incomplete condition. Why? We will cover that in 3 to 4 minutes, that why it is known as incomplete condition. So what is the syntax for this if condition? What is the syntax? Firstly, you will write if keyword. I told you na, reserved keywords in the first video. If keyword, then inside the round parenthesis, you will write the condition. Suppose I am writing 10 modulo 2 equal to 0. Then I have to print something like if 10 is divisible by 2, what should I do? So I will open curly braces and write some instruction inside it. I'll print yes, 10 is divisible by 2. User should know na, like if it is divisible or not. Print statements are very important. So these statements are printed or instructions are given inside the curly braces, right? So let us check what it will give you. Yeah, it is giving you 10 is divisible by 10. Do you know like why there is a space after this line? Yes, 10 is divisible by 2. Because I have used an endl. When you are printing one line, there is no need of using endl. But when 2-3 statements are there, you have to use endl. Because otherwise 2 statements will get mixed with each other, right? Okay. So now, I told a very golden line that if condition is also known as incomplete condition. Okay, why it is so? Let me tell you something. Suppose I am writing 11 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Let us see what it will give you. It is not giving you anything. Oh, output screen is completely blank, which is a very bad impression. Why it is a very bad impression? Like user will get nothing. He will get nothing out of this. He will be like, what just happened? He will be like, what just happened? I am not seeing anything. I am not gonna see, like, I am not seeing any statement over the output box. What is this? Right? Okay. Okay. So this is the basic syntax. First the if keyword, then the round parenthesis, then the condition, and then curly braces, and this print statement. This print statement, right? Okay. Fine. Now, if condition is also known as incomplete condition. Let me tell you why. Incomplete condition. Suppose I am designing a game. I am designing a game. I am designing a game, right? Suppose I am designing a game and I am saying that children who are above 18 can play this game, right? Suppose I am designing that you in your life, I know you have been gone to fun fair, like you have gone to fun fair someday in your life, and then there is some age limit, like there were so many dangerous stunted like kind of swings as well, like the swing and that round round jula. So there were some age limit. So same way I am designing some kind of game. I'm saying the children who are above 18 can play this game because it is very dangerous. Suppose I am designing a game which is known as Bhoot Bangla. Suppose, let's say an example. Let's take an example. So I know that children are very fearful, like they used to get afraid, they used to get afraid by all those haunting kinds of things, right? Okay, so that's why I put a board on the house, on the booth bangla house, that the children who are above 18 can also play this, can only play this game, can enter this haunted house, right? Okay, right. So on this board it is written, condition is written, a first person, first children will come, first children come whose age is 23. He will check, okay, on the board he will check, okay, the children above 18 can play, okay, I am 23, it means I can play, so he will enter the haunted house. He entered the haunted house, right? He entered the haunted house. Next, second children will come, second children will come, second children will come with age 19, with age 19, and he will see on the board, okay, my age is above 18, it means I can enter the house too. He entered the haunted house, haunted house, right? Okay, then third person came with age 15, with age 15. He will see, okay, he will check, okay, the children with above 18 age can enter the haunted house, but my age is 15. But he will not go back, like he will not see the board and see, okay, my age is not matching the limit, so I cannot play. He will not think like that, he will keep on standing there. Why? Because he is waiting for that else part. If who's like, okay, if 18 above can go to the haunted house, can below it can go to some other place, so he will wait, he will stand in a queue and wait there, and many others are standing behind him. Why he is not going anywhere? Because he is thinking of that else part. Because the board is not saying, na, you are age 15, you cannot go in this haunted house. The board is just saying if you're above 18 you can go, but it is not saying you, if you're less than 18 you cannot go. That's why the boy will keep standing here and waiting for so long. That's why it is incomplete. It causes confusion, it causes confusion in the mind of this person with this children with age 15, because there is no else part. If whose age is not 18 or above 18, then what he or she will do? That's why he kept on waiting here. So else part is required. So this is known as incomplete, right? Because no messages printed in front of this children 15 age wala children. That's why he kept on standing there, kept on waiting for the output to come, but output will not come because you have not mentioned the else part, right? Okay, so that's why else part is required to to give a hint to the person, like if you cannot go here, the else you cannot go, you can go here. Okay, right. So the next condition is if else condition. The next condition is if else condition. I hope this example is very much clear to you, like why else part is required, right? Next condition is if else condition. Okay, if else condition is the next part. This is a complete condition because it gives two way, either this or this. What is the syntax of this? What is the syntax of this? Firstly, you will write a if condition, that is the reserved keyword if. Then you put a round parenthesis, then write the condition 10 modulo 2. 10 modulo 2. Okay, suppose that age wala example I am taking. Suppose int ages, suppose I'm getting the input from the user. Okay, okay, int age, c in age, I'm taking input of age. If age greater than equal to 18, see out, children can enter the haunted house, enter the haunted house, right? Enter the haunted house. Else, see out, children cannot enter the haunted house. Enter the haunted house. Children cannot enter the haunted house, right? So if I run this program, game, basically a small game, then again it seems like it is giving me segmentation fault, an error. Cursor is blinking. So what I told you, to write some print statement. Enter your age. Okay, enter your age. It will ask me for age. Now it is more readable. This code is more readable. Why this code is more readable? Okay, what just happened? Okay, I have to delete this. Oh, I have opened so many things. I have to delete this. Sorry for the lag. When it is opened so many times, it gives this error basically. Sorry for this. Okay. Okay. It is asking me enter your age. Suppose my age is 21. I enter 21. It shows children can enter the haunted house, right? Children can enter the haunted house. It means I can enter the haunted house. And suppose if I am a small kid and my age is 13, it shows me children cannot enter the haunted house. So that 15th, that children whose age was 15, he will go from that queue, thinking that okay, I cannot enter this haunted house, otherwise it will wait for the else part, right? So else condition is very important to move person to if block or else block, right? So this is a simple program or a small game, you can say. This is a syntax of if else condition. First the if keyword, then under the round, in the inside the round parenthesis a condition is written, and then curly braces, and then some statement is printed. Then in else part there are no round parenthesis and no condition, only else part, only the curly braces, right? So this is a syntax of a simple if else condition. Now suppose you have multiple if else conditions. Suppose you have multiple if else conditions. Suppose you have multiple if else conditions, right? Suppose you have multiple if else conditions. Okay, okay. So you will use a keyword called elseif. Elseif in between this. Elseif condition curly braces. Again elseif condition curly braces. What I did, for the, if you are having just two condition, like you are having just two things, if else, then you can simply write if, then condition, then inside these curly braces the output of that condition, and then else block. But you, if you have four conditions, suppose you are designing the game for four age categories, below 18, 18 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 onwards, right? You're designing game for four age categories, suppose. So I'll write, I have to include multiple if else conditions. So the starting one is always if. The head of the snake, suppose this is a snake, the head is always if, and the tail is always else. Tail is always else. And in between there is some if else if block. You have to write it else and then a space and then if. This is the syntax, right? Suppose you have to write one more condition. You know, like what basically this else if in between do, it allows you to write multiple, what does it do, it allows you to write multiple conditional statements, it allows you to write. Okay, suppose I am designing the same game for multiple age categories, for 5 age categories. So instead of if else, I have included three if else if conditions. Okay, so that I can write multiple conditions. So I'll show you the code and you will get it yourself, like what I'm trying to say, right? You will get it yourself. Suppose my first age category is 0 to 17 years old children. Okay. Second age category is 18 to 25. Third age category is 26 to 30. Fourth age category is 31 to 50. And then last is above 50, right? Last is above 50. So these are the 31 to 50 and above 50. These are the five age categories that I'm designing or planning to design game for. Okay, so I'm saying, if your age is less than 17, less than equal to 17, or less than 18, if your age is less than 18, it means it falls in the this category, 0 to 17 years old. children cannot Children cannot enter the haunted house. This I'll write later, otherwise it will confuse you. Okay, for first age category I wrote this if condition, and I have to write for this age category as well, for this age category as well, for this age category as well. So these are, I'll write here. I'll write, if age is greater than equal to 18 and age is less than equal to 25. See, my second category was 18 to 25. I covered in this condition 18 to 25. I can say children can enter the candy house where the candies are bought. Candy house, right? Now my third age category, that is 26 to 30. So I'm writing, if age greater than equal to 26 and age less than equal to 30, then can enter the saloon for hairs to get blonde or something like that. Okay, right. Then fourth is, if I'm saying age is greater than equal to 31 and age is less than equal to 50, then see out, can enter to the park, because old age people used to go to parks na, for a walk, right? Okay. Else part may else part is for the remaining persons, that is above 50, can take rest at homes, right? Okay. Okay. Suppose this is a suggestion game I have designed for various age categories. Basically, earlier you used if else condition, but here you are using if, then three else if condition, because you are targeting multiple conditional people, like multiple conditions are there. So if your conditions are more than one, then you use this else if in the middle. For head you use if, for tail you use else, and in between various else if like that, right? Okay, so let us play this game. This is a suggestion game that I have created myself. Let us see what it will give you. Okay, okay, I missed a semicolon here. These are the small typos that may occur. Okay, my bad. Yeah, perfect. So, okay, they're asking me my age. Suppose I entered 43. They are giving me suggestion that you can go to the park. Okay, why it is giving me this, why it is not allowing me to go to the haunted house? Because my age falls between this category, this 31 to 50th category. That's why it is saying me go to the park, right? Because always it is not possible na? Just two conditions are there. If you are above 18 you can go here, else you can go here. There can be multiple categories as well. If you are this, if you are that, if you multiple if conditions can be there for every age categories, right? Okay. Okay, I hope that this thing is clear to you. So this is not if else, but this is if else, right? This is another syntax if, in between various multiple if else ifs, and at last a tail of snake is else, right? So till now we have studied three conditionals: if else, and if else, right? So these are the three if else conditions type of things, right? So can we proceed further? Yeah, I think we can proceed further. So won't you think, like, don't you think that writing so many else if condition, let me zoom it up. So don't you think like writing so many else if conditions here will increase the requiring more efforts, more number of lines coming, like it is very lengthy code to write. Again else if, so many conditions, again else if so many conditions. How long you will do that? Suppose I'm saying there are 100 age categories. Suppose I'm saying there are 100 age categories. Suppose I'm saying that you have to write if else conditions for 1 to 100 age of people. For one age of people you have to write different if condition. For two whose age is 2 you have to write different condition. Whose age is 3, different condition. Whose age is 4, whose age is 5. For every age from 1 to 100 you have to write multiple if else conditions. So it will be 100 if else condition you will write. 100 if else condition. How? First a if condition, then 98 else if conditions, and then at last else conditions. So you will write 100 conditional statements for age every age. So this is very lengthy. So can we come to a conclusion? Can we do something better, like instead of writing so many else if again and again? Yeah,